Hi. Okay, there. Okay, let's see who's online. PC, my friend. I'm good. How is everybody? I'm gonna honestly just... Do you guys hear that? Oh my god, a fly just came in. Okay, let's... Oh, let's see. Dual. Oh, okay, so you guys can kind of see my game. Rectangle. Okay, you guys can kind of see my game. It's horrible setup right now.
It makes you happy, especially as a woman. Like, we're not restricted anymore. We can be independent. Well, a lot of people would say it shouldn't be legal. Yeah. Then they would try and stop you. For sure. Everyone says I groom them to have sex with me. And then there was a massive argument because I don't pay the students I have sex with. And they said that's completely wrong. But then if I paid them, they're suddenly a sex worker and then there's bribery involved. So I honestly can't win. And I think that's why I just don't care so much as well, because it's any legal stuff. How? For sure. But teen category has always been the most searched category in adult content. Yeah. But the only difference is it's always been the males that have been older. So all I've done is switch it. And now suddenly these women that don't care about these men saying they hate me because they're so concerned that if this was a guy, they'd be arrested and they think things should be equal. Is it just look in the mirror? Google, go online. You'll notice it's always schoolgirls dressed up. Even when I was young, for Halloween, we dressed up as sexy schoolgirls. Like, schoolgirl has always been a thing, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but don't cry about it being a schoolboy if you've never had an issue with a schoolgirl. You do, of course, do stuff with schoolgirls as well. Yeah, which is quite I don't have an issue with it. Right? I never said I have.
Are we landing?
And people had a massive uproar when I did the schoolgirl as well. Yeah, before it was an issue because it was the schoolboy. So it's like, you know what, I'll take both.
That's a good way to ensure that equality is reached across the sexes. Is it empowering that Bonnie can do this? Right to say it's empowering?
I mean, I think that the whole... I don't like the word empowering. I think the whole idea of it, that you're happy, and the men in the queue are happy, whatever. I mean, the key that is collateral damage in terms of the wives and girlfriends. For sure. I was going to ask, have there been people who say lost jobs or got in trouble in some way from having come to one of your events? Because often they're not wearing masks. For sure. No. And a lot of people say when these are, they're 18 or they don't know what they're doing. Never known in a job interview to say, hey, even the ones that are like, oh, I am happy to show my face. If anything, I'll ask them not to. Because I want them to feel really confident. I want them to feel really comfortable in the situation.
All right.
But yeah, no one's going to give you a job interview, get up the sex tape, and then go, that's your penis. And the other benefit of it is I sleep with so many people. Even if they knew you slept with me, they're not going to be able to pinpoint your sex tape. Or they're never going to be able to prove it's you. because I always make sure, unless they really, really want the face out there, I keep everything really confidential.
Let's see if I can help them.
So it's plausible that the amount of direct collateral damage that you're doing is quite low. I mean, there presumably will be some relationships that have failed.
Yeah,
but you would say that that's because they've not perfect. This was just yeah, it's not.
I fucking hate these cons. Actually, let me just get a snack. Sorry guys, I was removed for freaking 10 minutes. Don't know why. That was kind of annoying. Anyways, let's see. I'm trying to get to level 100. This is cute. I would buy that. I might. Depends though. Thanks for the stickers. Keep it up. We love the stickers here. I can move this so that you guys can like see me in screen properly. Okay. How do I see how long I can stream for? 2 minutes. Okay. These, they look like freaking rocks. But they're not rocks. They are chocolate. So don't ask me why I'm eating rocks. Okay. Where are we trying to land? It looks like he's landing there anyway. Oh, thank you for the follow. I might as well just meet him over there. Oh, thank you, Leary. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the stickers, guys. Love the support and appreciate the support so much. Okay, carve pumpkins. I see. So I'm trying to carve some pumpkins. Ooh, yes. Keep it up, guys. Keep up the gifts. You guys are so lovely. Okay. So I need to open some chests. Where is it? Is it? See if I can get some chest up in here. God damn it. Oh guys, follow me on Instagram as well. It's my Instagram right here. I want to make it big. Can I make it big? No, I can't. Okay. Thank you. Follow my Instagram right here. I'm super active on IG, so if you guys miss me and if I disappear, Instagram is the best way to find me. Okay? Right here. Okay. Oh, I like that. I need that. Trim pad. Okay. Hello. Hello, Ricarda. That's chocolate, by the way. Follow me on my Instagram. This is my Instagram. Follow me there and show me some love. Comment. Tell me if you guys like this hair color on me. It's looking quite light. Anything in there? So, I'm trying to get to level 100. Period. So, let's see. Thanks for the hearts, guys.
I would live at her house, and there was 3 sisters, an alcoholic mom, and the older sister was dominatrix, and the only full-length mirror was in my bestie's room. So she would get dressed, she'd buy all this stuff from like the sex stores and come in and put them on, and it was the black platforms and the thigh highs and the fishnets, and then that's when I was informed, oh, she's a dominatrix, and you know, at that point, like, I figured it out or something. So I always kind of knew that it was an option, that I could always, like, just do it. Are you a Christian?
Oh, thank you for the follow.
How I was able to cheat it. And she looked so hot and cool, and it just seemed like, exciting. And listen, at the time, I'd already, worked in the service industry. I had so many jobs, waitress, pastry shop, ice cream shop, shoe store, and listen, you're never going to be able to support yourself on $7.15 an hour. It's ridiculous. Like, raise the minimum wage, God damn it. And I had to move out. Something happened at home, and I literally had to move out with the clothes on my back. And I could only really stay at friends' houses for so long. I had to contribute in some way. So that's what I did.
So it was a fully survival thing.
Yes, definitely survival. I don't think I would have just chosen to do it.
Thank
but
you.
I am glad that I did. yeah, I feel like I really kind of learned, it was like a crash course in the male psyche. Men are weird.
There's a lot of people
Men are weird.
Tell us about the male psyche.
I mean, it's just like all the different fetishes and stuff. Like, there's just so many.
How's everyone today?
They're so weird.
How's
Like,
everyone
belly
doing?
buttons, blue jeans, hair, like on your head, not even down there. Like, men get so infatuated with the like weird random things that women possess on them. And I also found, actually, interestingly enough, that the more powerful a man was in his career, in his life, the more submissive he would be with me. Like, it was almost like these scales were tipped. And in order for him to find that balance, he'd have to come to me to degrade him and tell him what a piece of shit he was and tell him that his employees hate him and his wife hates him and, and just beat the shit out of him. And it really got me thinking, like, humans really need balance. And I learned that firsthand, and I thought that was really interesting,
This,
You can go out
guys,
there and be this
is
tough guy,
not
and here he's, like, crawling out all fours,
a rock.
drinking my tea out of a dog bowl.
This is chocolate.
It was really interesting.
It's really good.
I love that balance is what you
This, my friends, is not a rock. This is an Egyptian chocolate. And I'm going to prove it to you.
I was going to say that I learned about balance, but at the monastery. There was we came to the same conclusion, though.
Once I lose 10 pounds, then I'll be happy. Once I get this promotion, I'll be happy. Once I get this car, then I'll be happy. Or this watch, or this bag. But really, life is all the little things. And you have to get those things in order. Because, yeah, you'll get that big thing, but then it'll be okay, what's next? Because it'll never fill the void. It's really hard to accept things that we can't change, The control freak in us wants to, change. Once I got out of that, funny enough, so...
And was your faith in God something you always had? You said?
Always. Yeah. I'm not really sure. I know,
Thank you for the likes. Follow me on Instagram, guys.
And he was very faith-based and prayed every night. And I always kind of knew that,
My Lord.
God was there, or something was there, a presence was there. And it's like, you can only have so many coincidences before you're like, okay, there's something cosmic here, And also I feel
Yes,
like
I
when
just
you're kind of
leveled
in
up.
desperation and not feeling so great, I find that those are usually the times or the people that really turn to God. And I was very much unwell for a long time, so I needed to believe that God was real.
It's incredible to hear you talk about it from both sides. Like I know a second ago,
I love this one.
And at the same time, there's this real survival, desperation, stress, trying to get through every day, as you just said, just trying to make it through the end of the day. The reality is just, how would you feel at the end of the day? What would be going through your mind? Would it just be...
I didn't feel. No. I did so many drugs, every single drug under the sun. I was smoking pot all the time, before, literally wake up first thing, digging a roach out of an ashtray, just that level of numbness at all times. So, feeling is still kind of fairly, a newer thing for me. And I still have a lot of trouble articulating how I'm feeling. I just kind of shut down.
Because that was the only way to get through it.
Yeah.
And to just not feel, because if you were to,
it would just open a floodgate and who knows what could happen,
Oh my gosh,
Because usually when I would be emotional,
that's
it'd
low
be
key
kind of
so...
a meltdown, and then I'd end up in a hospital or something. So it was just better to not even go there at all.
Low key so real.
That's so fascinating to hear that. I think so many of us feel that in different ways, where we find a numbing agent, whatever that may be for us. For some of us, it's TV, sugar, alcohol, drugs, whatever it may be, there's some sort of way of just kind of not self-regulating, but externally regulating our emotions and feelings because we just don't want to feel that. For you, as you were doing that, where did you get addicted to heroin in that journey? Because that became quite a big part.
That was when I found heroin. It was like, I would say that it's akin to like what being in your mother's womb would feel like the warmth and that everything is going to be okay. And, you know, I think I probably liked it so much because of the disconnect I had with my own mother. So heroin kind of became a replacement mommy or something, you know. And yeah, I discovered heroin in high school and I took it all the way into my mid-20s, you know, on and off. Sometimes I'd be off for years and then I'd always go back. So, you know, it only really took my best friend, the love of my life, overdosing in 2019 for me to, which is fairly recently, for me to really be done, because that really shook me to my core. And I felt like her dying had to at least do one good thing, you know, and if that could just be me not getting high anymore, I know that she would approve of that. I know that it would make, I don't know, it's not that it would make it less horrible, but I just had to find some kind of silver lining or something to attach myself to. So now I, you know, don't do that anymore in honor.
Oh my god. Why are you so obsessed with me? Second place, not bad. See what? How's my day going? It's going okay. Just been kind of bored. So I'm playing some Fortnite.
We actually met in AA, and it was a funny story. We were sitting next to each other, and my horrible ex-boyfriend was also there. We hadn't seen each other in a long time, and he was there with this girl who had cyberbullied me on Instagram, and I just stood up.
Looks like a stay-at-home pajama day. Hi, Charles.
Unsafe for me. There are abusers in here, and I just made such a scene, which is fairly uncommon, and it doesn't really happen. So, but I did it, and she loved it. She was like, yeah, tell him. Yeah. And then I just sat back down and that was it. We were together every single day after that. It was like we really found each other. But, you know, with every kind of relationship like that, it was only a matter of time before we both left to go get high together, you know? So it's pretty cliche, but
follow me.
It's still a beautiful
I'm from California.
What was that journey for you
Follow
to actually
me
get
on Instagram, guys.
from her? Like, what was that journey like for you? I can't imagine it's easy. And like you said, you used the loss of her as
I'm following you already.
as a guiding light during a really, really tough time. But what did it actually take from you to now be able to sit here and say, well, that's not something I do anymore?
Well, she died and then I got pregnant 6 months later.
Thanks for the follow.
And if there's one thing I'm determined to do is to not give him a shitty childhood. And in order for me to do that, I have to be sober. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Pretty quick, and honestly,
I'm having such a weird day.
She had passed away, but at that moment, it was like anything to fill that void and that heartbreak, you know.
Oh, Hawaii. My friend's from Hawaii.
And actually, funny story.
I have a friend from Hawaii.
I can't remember now.
What's wrong?
I put it in my book, but
I don't know.
weeks into my pregnancy,
it's been a weird day.
She came to me in a dream. And I told her, I'm pregnant.
It's just one of those days.
I want you to come back as
but you know what?
I want you to be reincarnated.
Everybody has
And
those
she said,
weird days, and
I don't want to come back
We just keep it pushing.
And that's how I found out I was having a boy.
We just keep
I went to
pushing.
the doctor and I told them I think I'm having a boy. My dead best friend came to me in a dream and he was like, "You're psychotic."
Period.
But then we did the test and
What
then I was
part?
having a boy. So
I'm
so she was
from
right.
OC.
So I- and everything I
Oh,
do.
thank you.
You say in the book that motherhood saved
Thank you for the support.
I just don't have time to do anything else.
Appreciate it, Padawan.
It really is like 3-time jobs. So, but it did.
Thank you.
when you finally found out got out of, you know, sex work from your prayers. Where did that pivot happen?
Oh my gosh.
From that getting you out of there and then moving into acting? Like how did that happen?
You know, people knew who I was. Like I was like a hood celebrity. You
Thanks for the
know.
likes, guys.
And these directors heard about me and wanted to meet me, and they were writing a part for this young girl who has kind of a sugar daddy situation, and that movie would go on to become Uncut Gems. So I auditioned like everyone else. Unfortunately, even though they had written it for me, the studios were like, we don't know her. Like they wanted like Scarlett Johansson and all these other women, beautiful women, and established actresses. And at the time, I didn't even know if I could like actually act, but I had a hunch. And so, I did a screen test with Adam Sandler.
Thank
you.
you.
Well,
Thank you for the stickers.
Studios to let me
Thank
do
you
it.
for the
Yeah,
tops.
absolutely.
But that's why I always tell people, like live your truth. Like, even if you're messy or wild or cringe, like don't hide that, because you never know who's watching.
Oh, that sucks.
Like I was so embarrassing, like truly so embarrassing. But
Tell us.
it caught these people's eyes.
What was embarrassing? What were you doing those?
Well, everyone knew that I was living off my sugar daddy's money, and there you go. It was like everybody
Thanks for
knew
the
it.
stickers, Pizza. Thank you,
It was like
Pizza.
frowned upon, like people would talk shit about me or didn't want to be my friend, or it was just like I was always kind of looked at it like as this spectacle,
How's the weather like
cause a scene or
for you guys?
be loud
Thank you,
or
Tim.
sometimes violent, and
Violent?
yeah, definitely.
Tell us about the violent.
Okay.
Well, I grew up in a violent
I need to
home,
get some
so
better
that's kind of how
things.
I learned to like problem solve. Like if I want an issue problem to go away, you know. So I've definitely been known to throw hands. But now I'm like, oh, it's so embarrassing, But I had to do all that messy stuff and be that girl to end up in this chair today, speaking with all of you.
I need to get a pill.
Always be yourselves.
It's so fascinating for me seeing that in my
Oh
home.
my gosh.
Made me never want to be angry, never want to be violent, never want to
Not me
raise
being
my
a
voice,
horrible serial killer.
never kind of create that atmosphere again. And it's so interesting just how as humans we make those choices at different stages.
Why are they just running?
Where they go from there.
Oh my god.
One thing that really stood out to me in your book, Down the Drain,
Oh my god.
is when you mentioned
This person literally won't die.
you said to your mom you wanted to be
For fuck's sakes, let's see what weapons they have.
and then when you book Uncut
Okay.
Gems, she laughed.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Talk to me about those two moments and why you remember them so vividly and what they
Because
meant.
it's like you'd expect
Yes.
your parent to be so like happy and so never do it. She could never do it.
Okay.
And I think like now that I'm also a mom, I can see her as a human, and I see a woman who came from nothing and did everything she was supposed
Oh, I
to
want to
do.
go to Hawaii.
She went to college, she went to university, she worked as a nurse, she
Please.
did all the things
Okay,
to
good.
become a doctor.
I thought I was gonna
just
get
always a
like
good girl.
shadow banned for a sec.
And then to see me,
Again.
who literally did the opposite, would go to jail, get arrested, get into fights, steal stuff, break stuff, trespass, just overdose 100 times, just a mess. And then to see me be successful, I'm sure is a mind.
Can you guys send me some beans?
Yeah. Like, I probably
Hot
hate me
ass
too.
mama just died.
Like, I'm sure there's like a human, you know,
I'm gonna
jealousy is
revive
very
her.
real, even between mothers and daughters.
We love this hot ass mama. I got you, girl.
Transform your kitchen experience. Get your Sato knife today and slice like a pro.
All right.
50% off discount. I see it all the time. Like, I couldn't fathom it because I
I'm gonna
see my
hire
loved ones
someone.
as an extension of myself. But with my mom and I, it was always very clear that we were on two opposite ends for some reason, and we could never bridge that gap. I don't know if we ever will.
Recruited?
To be honest. But I know that I have to protect my peace and not keep trying just to be disappointed all the time, you know? I just can't do it anymore.
As I'm looking at you, it feels like you've tried a lot.
Not that much, but not that much. But there have been a few times, yeah.
What have you tried and when did you try it?
Just trying to mimic
Okay.
what a mother-daughter relationship.
Let me know when you come to Hawaii.
And playing that part,
Okay.
playing that role,
Aw.
acting that part, only to be met
I would
with
love that.
not her playing that part
I wanna go to
back,
Hawaii.
you know? And I realized that, you know, we can't just like turn it on
I
and be mother
literally
and
need
daughter,
a
and there needs to be
vacation.
some unpacking. But every time I try to talk about things, it's complete denial. It's almost like
What's this?
she lived a completely, like
That's
she
the
lived in a
same.
different house. Well, she really did live in a different house. She lived in Italy my whole life, so I only saw her twice a year. So that also played a
Okay.
big part. But there were obviously prolonged
Where in
periods as well that we would
Hawaii?
be together. But even then, it just always felt like she was just very uninterested. Yeah. And I could see that it wasn't like that with my brothers, that she had way more of a connection and she put the effort and had more of a genuine interest from
So
them.
one more person
So,
around.
and I picked that up very
How would you reconcile that now? I'm sure there's lots of people in the room who have challenges with parents, challenges with kids.
Another one?
How have you come to as close to a peace or a boundary that you've been able to set with that?
You know, I wouldn't say it's forgiveness because how do you forgive betrayal like that? But there is an acceptance, which I think is the closest thing to forgiveness. And it's so hard
Alright,
to
just got 4
accept
kills.
because it's really hard to accept things that we can't change, you know? We the control freak in us wants to like change it and fix it and make it
Ooh.
okay. But you need
Hey.
the other person to also put in the effort too. So,
I wonder
you know, I
if
think really for me, I'm
she
at
can hear
a place of
me.
acceptance that this is just the way it's going to be. And if I keep trying to fight it or change it, I'm really only hurting myself. And, you know, I have a child I have to show up for. I have to be happy and positive. So, like, why am I going to let her have that too? You know, like, I'm not going to,
What?
I'm just not going to do that.
It takes a lot to draw those boundaries with the people that we love, and sadly,
Especially your parents.
Whatever, Martin.
Like,
Okay.
now that I'm a parent and I have parents, it's like you can have more than one kid. You can have 10 kids, but you can only have one mom and one dad.
Oahu,
Like in that
North
way.
Shore.
Like, you know, obviously there's
Alewa.
blended families, but
Ooh.
it's really, really, really important relationship.
Okay, I'm gonna visit.
And I think it's
I'm gonna
the
visit.
highest level of importance to me. It's sacred. Nothing comes before my child. So, I mean, I just don't understand how for her it's not the same.
did she ever go to therapy?
She's a
Okay.
psychologist. Yeah, that's why I don't trust them and I don't want to go.
Wow. That's fascinating.
I know.
When you were
Did
addicted
someone just die?
to drugs, or even when you were a sex worker, did you ever have any near-death experiences?
Yes, many. And actually, my best friend Brianna once called my mom in Italy and was like, "Your daughter's dying. Come here and get her." She hung up the phone.
What happened to you?
I lived.
She's so
I
funny.
honestly don't even remember. I think I probably just like OD'd on heroin or something.
Was that a regular occurrence? Or?
Yeah.
But that was the only time that they called you. She called your mom.
Yeah. I think
Julia
it was like
Fox
the
is so
first
funny.
time it ever happened. Yeah. And my friend just got so scared. I was living at her house at the time, and she just like found me like that and freaked out and just didn't know what to do. But her mom stepped in as my kind of surrogate. That kind of void is that I really attracted so many amazing women with that kind of instinct or that ability to kind of sniff out like, oh, this child needs mothering. So I've had so many kind of, pseudo maternal figures in my life. And I feel like when I think of my mom, I think of all of them. My advisor in high school who like saved my life. And a lot
What kind of food do I like to eat?
And they really took me in, and moms are just
Everything.
amazing.
I like
having a horrible experience with mine doesn't
Asian food, Greek food, Indian food,
are amazing,
Italian food.
An exception.
You have one of the most
I hate everything.
minds and lives anyone ever interviewed, honestly.
I have like no
I find it
allergies.
so incredible that
It's so
despite
fun.
the challenges and trials and tribulations that you were going through in your life, you were able to at the same time identify goodness
Hold on to
and
that.
pray for ways out, see sickness in your friends and other people. And
it's a survival instinct. It's like you don't even realize you're doing it. It's that will to live.
BetterHelp makes the process of finding a therapist easy. You're ready to take that first step. Just fill out a simple questionnaire and we can help match you with a therapist who specializes in your needs. Most people are matched with a therapist within 48 hours of signing up, and you'll be ready to schedule your first session. We want our experience to be comfortable and convenient. So
talking about things that are, kind of
Yes, please. Oh my god.
just put in a compartment in the back of my brain and just pretend like they don't exist. Like this is.
Give me one sec, guys.
I find
somebody wants to send me money.
Share a secret or share something that's been weighing you down.
How do I chat?
You're also sharing the weight with someone else. Now we can all carry this together, and it's less of a burden to you. So I think just like don't hold it in; it'll eat you up. Like just if you're feeling something, tell somebody. Otherwise, you're just gonna. It's gonna eat you up, and you're gonna feel so isolated and so alone. And
password.
No way to live.
Okay. I put it in the chat.
it's one of the reasons I've been encouraging everyone tonight to share their heart, and so many brave souls have. I love that you were saying that recently feeling's been a new phenomena for you.
Okay, Tom.
How recent is that, and what have been
Oh my god.
some of the joyful, positive,
I'll give a reboot.
healthy feelings that you've been experiencing?
Probably when I quit smoking.
He's cracked.
2 years ago. So very, very recent. But that's not to say that I didn't feel things before. I obviously did, but I would just feel something and then pick up the pipe. Now I just
and make the password.
I always say like I'm strapping my seatbelt on and I'm gonna move through it. It's gonna move through me. I'm not gonna go over it. I'm not gonna go around it. I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and it's gonna pass. It's gonna pass.
My bad, guys.
Shout out her behind.
It's pretty remarkable to have gone from that extreme to this. And like you just said, you're not on drugs anymore, not smoking weed, and I believe you're celibate now too.
Yes.
I was celibate as a monk for 3 years.
I'm on 3 years too.
You're on 3 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna beat my record.
Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately.
What made you make that? Sorry, what did you?
I said unfortunately.
What made you make Was it always a commitment long term? Was it?
No, I didn't even realize that I was doing it until I was doing it. You know, for I was like, oh my god, it's been 6 months, and it was like a year. Oh my god, 3. You know, it just the time goes so fast. But I've honestly found that was another toxic relationship that I had with sex and with men. I don't think right now that I'm able to have emotional or romantic relationship with anyone, to be honest. You know, I think I'm still really coming to terms with who I am and learning every day. Like sometimes, you know, even though I'm so precocious, in a lot of ways I feel like I'm a late bloomer, you know, because I just wasn't really living authentically and I was self-medicating and I was just in survival mode for so long. So now that I can, like, you know,
what's
sit
going
back
on
and
with
okay, I
y'all?
have my family and everything, but it still feels like fairly new. So I think right now
I got you.
be okay.
I got you. Just gonna get up here. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. No, I'm dead. Never mind.
Drugs, weed.
Hey, dog. There you are.
Experiencing from the detail.
Hello.
I mean, like, I can
Nice, good stuff.
go grocery shopping and I can go to sleep when I'm supposed to and wake up when I'm supposed to and I can show up for people and I can be reliable and responsible and dependable.
GG's. I'll be better next game.
Oh shit, you gotta revive Danny.
Gmail.com. Okay. May I steal them or wear them? You can get a matching with me. By the way, Lena, these are not rocks. These are actually chocolates. I'll show you. These are literally chocolates, not rocks. They're chocolates from Egypt. From where cocoa is from.
Nice, good stuff.
Okay, can you send it now, please?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Turn off the other app and I'll pay you right now so we don't get in trouble.
What?
Okay? Turn off the other app and I'll pay you right now. Otherwise we'll get in trouble.
Okay, but you have to pay me first. Otherwise, I'm getting paid to stream.
I don't care about money. I just want somebody's gonna be nice to me and I'll spoil the shit out of them.
Okay, so show me.
Well, if you can't turn off the other app, I'm sorry, I can't pay you because I'm gonna get in trouble again. I've already been in trouble. It's up to you. Call me back if you want to. I'm ready on e-transfer now.
Okay.